Good evening, gamers. Welcome back to Hellstormwargaming. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've been away this weekend, so sorry I'm late. It's been busy. I've been playing tournaments, having the best time. How are you guys? Hello. Late as usual. I'm back on time. It's 7. Excuse me. It's 7, bro. What's your problem? What's going on? I'm currently live. I'm currently live on both YouTube and Twitch. If you'd like to watch us on either platform. Bro actually plays 40k. I do actually play Warhammer. I'm trying to get my chat bot working. I can see it's working on screen even. Excellent. Will we get this streamer from a Valak stream? He doesn't even say when he's going live. He just turns the camera on. And you turn up like little piggies. You turn up like little piggies every time. So welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know who you are watching from. My name's Mikey. And today we're going to be talking about orcs. Obviously. We're going to be talking about orcs today. And a little bit about my weekend. And just general things. Did you see the Drama Wargames live stream? Nope. What happened? Are you contracted the plague? No, I've been to tournaments. I've been shouting, so my voice is gone. Popcorn! Thanks for 38 months, dude. My name is Mikey. Today we're talking about sporks. Literally. We're just talking about sporks, bro. Don't you worry about it. Don't worry about it. So yeah, we've got some stuff to do today. It's time for the purge. We're doing the purge today. All of the purging. Everybody's going. Everybody's gone. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so good. So how is everyone? I went to the Goonhammer Open this weekend. Had a great time. But man, did I get some hard matchups. You haven't put in the Discord that you're live. That's also true. I need to tag the entirety of my Discord that I'm live. I'm going live. Yo, everyone. I'm live. Talking. Orcs and Goonhammer. I forgot to tag the entirety of my Discord. Thank you for the reminder. Appreciate you. I'm getting to a new routine of saying hello to my chat and then saying I'm live. I'm live on youtube.com/Hellstormwargaming. Okay, /live. And then I'm also on twitch.tv/Hellstormmikey. Which is much easier to write out. Are these gonna work? Bro? Don't know. About to find out. Nope, neither of those fucking works. Now that'll work. Bam! I've told everybody I'm live. There we go. I've told everybody I was live. There we go. Made it. So if you're coming over from Discord, appreciate it. We've got a whole new Discord if you didn't know. I launched it on Thursday, I think. I think it was Thursday evening we launched the new Discord. Which means if you aren't getting notifications, because I have a going live channel now, you can go to channels and roles and you can choose which notifications you want. And then you'll see the relevant channels. YouTube uploads are going live. If you click both, you get a little note, you get a little thing that says you get access to YouTube uploads, which currently is just one, and then going live. Because in important news, that's news about the Discord. All right, so we've got news about Discord, we've got YouTube news, we've got going live news, and we've got a private Twitter feed. All right. Which also, what's this suggested shit? Go away. I don't need suggested, bro. I know how to use my Discord. Because we've got a whole new areas to play with. We've got the general, you know, we've got memes, we've got latest video chat. All of this is free to access. !Discord in chat. Let's zoom in a little bit. We got all this. It's free to access. !Discord. We also have. Why is it not showing everything? Where the fuck? Why has everything suddenly changed? That's so weird. Can you guys see everything? Hide voice channels. Show all. Where's all my other channels gone? Where's all Warhammer chats gone? Browse channels. Why am I so confused? Oh, now do I have to click them all? Holy shit, I have to click them all. Wowzer. Follow category. I know how to use Discord. It's so cool. I love it. I love it. Why have all my channels gone? Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, it's so cool, this new Discord. I love these features. This wasn't like this literally 5 minutes ago. It's because you checked the going live thing. Excellent. Excellent. I didn't know that. There we go. All right. Anyway, so we've got these chat rooms. They're all free to access. We've got the Warhammer chats, which are members only. We've got the hobby area, which we've got members only. And we've got open on stream. I got the old ones too. Yeah, I do. I'm slowly going through them, just making sure there's nothing in there I want before I delete them. Because you see they're all old. We don't use them. Disgusting. Disgusting. So yeah, I've set up a new Discord. This is me to you announcements. This is where I tell you things. Okay. Chat rooms. This is where we chat about things. We got Warhammer chats. We chat about things and our hobbies, our games and hobbies. And then you got share with me. Okay. So if you find anything cool that you want to share with me, you can put it in here and people can upvote it, such as new PC from Mikey, which I looked at last time. Okay. And then we've got stream clips if you want to share clips from the stream or people that are talking about me on stream, etc. You know, whether it's funny or terrible, you can share it. So I'm really excited for the new Discord, but also I've been saying for a while, we're deleting everybody. Okay. If you haven't spoken in the Discord, you have like 20 minutes. Okay. So !Discord in chat, say something in any channel, free or paid user. Okay. And yeah, if you don't say anything, I'm deleting you today. All right. I'm purging any old users. We've got over 1,000 members. We're getting rid of, last I checked, when I was like, I'm going to do a purge, there was like fucking like 400 people that haven't spoken in a year. All right. We're just going to bin them all off. Look at that. So spam stuff in the chat. Come and say something. Come and say hello. Because if you don't say anything, that's it. End of. All right. You're out. You're out of the door. Your name's not down. You're not coming in. You can rejoin, but you do have to say something because I am getting rid. Okay. We'll be doing the purge. Let's see how many accounts are going to be getting rid of. Let me look at it right there. Members. Prune. More than 30 days. 207 members on the chopping block. 207 members. My voice is so bad today. On the chopping block if they don't say anything. Okay. They're gone. All 207. All right. So if you don't want to get kicked out and you're one of the 207, make sure you go say hi. I never use Discord for anything other than harassing my one friend. It should be harassing your one friend and keeping up with the latest Hellstorm news. That's the two things you should be using the Discord for. So we're doing that in a little bit. Why have I left me unread? Thank you. Appreciate you, Des. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Chat. You might have noticed recently, okay, a lot of people talking about a particular army, you know? A lot of people talking about a particular army. Oh, this is good. This is good. It's just like the beginning of 10th edition. It's just like the beginning of 10th. Look at this. Alpine Cup. We love the Alpine Cup. In Austria, 9 minutes ago, hot off the press, regarding the Orc Codex. We want to clarify that the Orc detachment, Mordaka, is currently under consideration for a ban in 40k singles and team events. This decision stands unless Games Workshop release a hotfix or FAQ before rules deadline. If an Orc-related fix is published, the ban will be reviewed and may or may not be lifted accordingly. I told you last week, and it's already happening. The Orc Codex, the Orc Mordaka detachment is absolutely nuts. It's absolutely nuts, chap. Okay? This is the same as when Votan were getting banned. This is the same as when Eldar were getting banned. They are absolutely wild, bro. Honestly, they're wild. And people aren't standing for it. Okay? I was at an event this weekend. Now, ironically, there was a couple of more Mordaka players, but, you know, just because you got a broken list doesn't mean you can just win games all the time. However, when you give good players broken lists, they also just beat everything. There's no question. They just walk up to the table, and because they're a better player and now they've got an insane list, the only challenge is in a mirror match. So, Alpine Cup making quite a large statement regarding orcs, but the reason I wanted to talk about it is because you've got this. The South Coast Super Major. Ben, orcs. Manny, orcs. Brian, orcs. All top 3 going, what, 7 rounds? 7 rounds undefeated. Gotta say, love to see them doing a top cut and still not having an undefeated player. Top cut, still no undefeated player. So yeah, these are all Mordaka licks. Excuse me, these are all Mordaka lists. Stop crying, it's orcs for fuck's sake. Right, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Let's just go over to Reddit. Okay. Not that. That's just a random link that I'm attached to. Let's go to Warhammer Competitive. Okay. Let's go to this week's event results. Okay. Let's scroll down. And we'll just keep scrolling. And we'll go to the comments. Okay. And we'll look for a little up arrow that I liked. How do I see that? There it is. Orcs actually... Wait. Wrong music. Wrong music. Orcs actually deserve a place in the sun for a moment. Why don't you just play around it, scrubs? It's gonna get like bully points just because GW hates us. Every orc player in every subreddit, even my own mods on my Discord, are starting to sound like this. Well, Bloodless Angels didn't get nerfed for like 3 weeks. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ban this woke and embrace our new orc overlords. Chat, you can't escape it, I'm afraid. You can't escape it. Orcs are everywhere, and obviously, orc players say this fine. This is just like when people were saying guard or S tier. Do you remember when they said guard or S tier and all the guard players spat their dummies out? Same again. All orc players, wah! My army's broken, leave it alone! Leave it alone for at least 3 weeks so I can get some wins! I say this, and I say this every time, okay? People don't want 40k to be balanced. They want their shit to be broken so they can be good at Warhammer. When they're not good at Warhammer, they're trouncing their friends because their army is stupid. Oh, man. It's going crazy. It's going crazy. So, Mordaka, as we spoke about last week, actually fucking wild. All right, let's have a look at this list. Let's have a look at this list. I haven't looked at the list, but it's going to be 30 looters. It's going to be it's going to be 30 looters. It's going to be a couple of flash kits. It's going to be Zogrod, the grot guy with 20 grots. It's going to be a couple of trucks, maybe some boys, and then maybe guards for fun. Oh, and also 3 shock attack guns. Also 3 shock attack guns, bro. All right, let's have a look. So what went undefeated? Beast Boss, not seen that one. Big Mech with targeted screen, so the +1 to hit. Big Mech with the Gobshot Thunderboss, which is the better Just makes your guns better, I think. Big Mary shock attack gun. Pain boys. Zogrod. There we go. Let's tick them off, chat. Are you keeping track of all the things I said have been in this list? We got some beast snagger boys and a few boys with rockets. We've got 4 trucks. We've got some flash kits. Tick. We've got 10 Gretchen. Fine. 20 Gretchen. Tick. What's that? 1 looter, 2 looter, 3 looter. There we go. There's 3 looters. We got some tank busters. And I think I fucking nailed it. I think I... Shall we make a bingo card? Shall we make a bingo card? Shall we make a bingo maker? Bingo baker. Okay. We've got looters. 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 Pain boy. Pain boy. We've got tank busters. I'm going to say 2. Tank busters. Zogrod. Got my caps lock on. Zogrod. Then we've got Gaz as a freebie. We've got 20 Gretchen. We've got 10 Gretchen. We've got flash kits. Flash kits. 10 grots. Oh, I did that. Tank busters. 2 units, I'm going to say. In every list. Shock attack. Shock attack. Shock attack gun. Shock attack gun. Bottom nerve looters and flash kits instead of the detachment. Truck. 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 Truck at least. 1 boy squad with guns, with shooters. Anything else in the list? We've got Gaz already. A beast boss, probably. Probably most lists. You done 4 tank busters? No, I haven't. I've done 3. 1, 2, 3. I've done 4 tank busters. Okay, we can just get rid of 3. We can make it... Let's make it 4x4. Right? Commander. Alright, commandos. Big Mac? Why would they have a Big Mac? Why would they have a Big Mac, bro? Paintball is usually very unusual. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. The boys don't normally take shooters, just with rockets. Okay, shooting. What I said was shooter, shooting rocket. That's what I meant. Stomper. Right, you mean right? Okay, we'll throw some other random shit in just so we've got a chance of not getting bingo. Stomper and cars. Cool. Bingo time! Let's go! I didn't make a bingo. Generate. Bam. There we go. Right, chat. Let's play some bingo, shall we? Why is it a fucking PDF, bro? Why is it a PDF? What the fuck? I don't want a PDF. I want a literal picture. Right, okay, I'll do this. Oh my god. Are you ready, chat? We're about to play bingo, baby. Window capture. Bingo! I've already got bingo. Existing bingo. It's coming. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Bingo! Oh! Wait for it. We're going to just bingo. What do we win for getting bingo, chat? Except for sadness that this is what 40k is like this week. Is it funny that this is just this week? Do you think it's hilarious that this is just this week? Right, okay, let's play bingo. Right, next list. Next list. Mr. Chima. Let's have a look, shall we? Right, big mate with shock attack gun. Bam. We'll go for this one. Go for this one, baby. Red line. Bam. Sag. Sag. Oh, okay, looking good. Looking good. Sag. Right, we got all three. Where did I put? I put the other one. Shock attack. Okay. Chat, we got three of them. Right, he's on. Zogrod. I know we got him. There he is. There he is. Okay, we've been locked out. Okay, we can't get, because there's no more characters, we can't get this one. What I'll do is a circle, so it's easy to see. I'll do it in blue as well. Okay, purple. We've been locked out of here. We've been locked out of here. Have we been locked out anywhere else? The pain bot. We've been locked out 3. Oh, maybe we won't get bingo this time. Terrible. Terrible, bro. Okay. Right, boys with rockets. We got those. We got the boys who shoot rockets. Another boys unit. Okay. 3 trucks. Truck. Okay. We're hoping we see tank busters and 1 unit of looters for bingo. Okay. Tank busters and 1 unit of looters for bingo. Right, we've got flash kits to start with. 1 unit of 10. Okay, we could get a car. If we get a car, then we get it. All right. Another unit of flash kits. Okay, does that open anything up? Another unit of flash kits. Car. Well, oh no, it won't because that's been grayed out. A car will get us 1 down there. Okay. Another flash kits. Do we have 3 flash kits on here? No, I think we're okay. Chat, is everyone ready for the more bingo? Okay. Gretchen, 1 unit of 20. I know we got that, boy. 20 Gretchen. All right, if he's got a Stomper and 10 Gretchen, we got another bingo. No, we don't. We need commandos, looters, and tank busters. Right, 10 Gretchen, got that one. All right, okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Have a look. What's next? Looters. Oh, we just need tank busters. More looters, right? Okay, Gaz is stopping us getting a free bingo across the middle. Do we have bingo? No. We need 1 unit of tank busters to get bingo. A car. Or maybe another unit of looters will help out. Another unit of looters. There it is. Bang. Got our looters. Right, we need tank busters for a bingo. And then another one for a diagonal bingo. Okay. We got a tank buster. We got chat. Don't worry. We've got a tank buster. There's a bingo. I'm so fucked. Darker Days Radio. Thanks for that 3-month prime, dude. Come on, chat. We got bingo. We got another bingo. We got more for tank busters. Wait, did we get another bingo? We did. Another bingo. Oh, let's go. We're using the free space. Let's go. More tank busters. Do we have more tank? Oh, we were so close to getting. Right, okay. Okay, we got 2 bingo. I think we did all right. I think we did all right, actually. I think that was pretty beast. That was pretty beast, chat. Look at that bingo, baby. You got 3. I got 3. I'm so stupid. We got 3 bingo. Well done, chat. Well done, chat. 3 bingos all at once. Right, okay, let's play again. Let's play again. We'll mix up the bingo card. Oh, I think I closed it. Did I close the bingo? I'm an idiot. I closed it. Why did I do that? Ooh, what have I done? Why did I close it, chat? I was gonna like re-download it so I could mix it up. Right, okay, I'll have to use the same bingo bod. I was gonna re-find it. There. There. Okay, bingo round 2. All right, will we get the same bingo? Probably. Because I can't mix it up because I'm an idiot. I'd have to type it all up again. All right, bingo 2. Okay, here you go. Here. Where's my bingo gone? Okay. Round 3. Let's go. Oh, what's this fucking layout, bro? What's going on? Right, Big Mac. We don't have Big Mac anywhere. Can I draw on this? I can't. God. I fucked it. I can't edit with this. Sorry, chat, I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, bro. Can you restore the tab? Maybe we get rid of that one. Oh, it's a disaster. Right, okay. How do you shuffle? I think you can shuffle this. If I go back. I thought you could shuffle it. Scramble! Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it. Right, we'll just do this instead. Nailed it. Thank you, chat. Right, let's see how many bingos we get this time. Nailed it, chat. Nailed it. We did it. I almost showed you something then that you definitely can't see. I'd be in a lot of trouble if I showed what I almost showed there. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. Bingo number 2. Okay. So Big Macs. We don't have any Big Macs. Big Mac with shock attack gun though. Got that bad boy. Where is he? Sag. Get that bad boy down. Sag. Let's get that bad boy down. Sag. Let's get that shit bad boy down. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right. Okay. Zogrod. Nailed it. Chat. We're so fucking. We're doing so fucking well here. Okay. Look at that. We've got some pretty good numbers here. We've got some pretty good numbers. 3 units of flash gates. Holy shit. Flash gates. Where did the flash get? Yo, looters of the truck, we win. Looters of the truck. Well, we are trying to get more than 3. We are trying to get more than 3 here, okay? We don't want to get 2. We don't want to get, you know, fucking 1 or 0. We want 3 or more. Right, we've got 11 Gretchen. Now, technically, 11 Gretchen's correct. But it is 10 Gretchen and a runt herder. I'm taking it. All right. I'm taking both. It's 10 Gretchen and a runt herder. It's 10 Gretchen, 20 Gretchen and 2 runt herders. Okay. Easy. Easy. All right. Fine. 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 All right. Here we go. What's next? 6 tank busters. Nailed it. Let's go. Just need looters and a pain boy. We don't have a pain boy, bro. We don't have a pain boy. Shit. 6 tank busters. Okay. We just need another tank busters and a shooter boys rockets. Which I don't think we have. We got another tank buster. Ooh, we just need boys. Do we have any boys here? Any boys in chat? 10 looters. 10 looters. 10 looters. Oh my god. We're on such a roll here, chat. We ain't even missing. 10 commandos. Oh, if he had a beast boss, we would have made it. Oh, if he had a beast boss, we would have made it. What's next? Dedicated transport. Okay. Chat, we're on. Okay, ready? Truck. What's next? Just gotta believe, chat. Another truck. Let's go. You know what I could do. Straight there. Let's go, bingo! We got one. Well, have we got 2 bingo? No, we haven't got 2 bingo, have we? We got 2 bingo. Let's go! That's 2 bingo. Ready? Another truck. Let's go. All we need is a car now. I don't think we'll get a car. Car, gas, or a stomper. Another truck. Your logo covers up the bottom right box. I don't have a logo. What are you on about? Oh, it says boys with shooting rockets anyway. Is truck a car? Chat, does truck count as a car? Because that's not what I meant. I don't think truck counts as a car. No. Another truck. Oh, chat, we only got 2. Chat, we only got 2, bro. We only got 2 bingo. What the fuck? That was trash. That was so bad. Everyone's complaining. Stop spamming messages about it being over. It's fine. It doesn't matter. We didn't get it. It doesn't matter. He didn't have any boys, did he? Didn't have any boys in his wit list. What a joker. That's why he didn't win. That's why he lost. He didn't have any boys. He didn't have any gas. He didn't have a stomper. Right. So our best is 3. All right, our best is 3. Any other orc players in the top 8? No. Right, okay. Let's go back to Reddit. Okay, not this one. Let's go back to Reddit. Let's look at the next big event that Daka won. Oh, look. There it is. That didn't take long. Rocky Mountain Open. Let's have a look at that bad boy. Rocky Mountain Open. Where is it? Rocky Mountain Open. Jay, I don't believe what won. 3 orc players. 3 orc players. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Let's start with the bottom. 3rd place. Okay. Michael, man. Give me a second. Let me generate a bingo card. Let me generate this bingo card, baby. Yeah, this is the... Not gonna lie, the most genius stream I've ever had. And guess what? It wasn't even mine. Right, new bingo. New bingo card has been generated. It's similar, but not quite the same. Is it? Let me just double check. That's not scrambling. Why is it not scrambling? Oh, the call list is being scrambled. Have I refreshed this? Chat, it's not scrambling. I press scramble here, but that's the call list. Call list. That's the list of... That's the list. This it's going to do... This is the order. Scramble. It's not scrambling my card. No! I hate myself. Wait, if I do that again, and I go back, forwards. No. Why does this hate me? Chat, I'm quickly going to redo it, alright? I'm quickly going to redo it. Alright? Tank busters. Give me a second. Tank busters. Gas. Truck. Goddamn caps lock. Truck. Stomper. Gotta have the bad ones in. Tank buster. Zodgrod. There we go. Got his name right. Sag. No, I'll copy it. Looters. Flash gits. Truck. Flash gits. Truck. 20 Gretchen. Sag. Beast. Boss. Beastie Boys. Looters. 10 Gretchen. Tank. Busters. Commandos. Boy. Looters. Car. Sag. Boys. Rocket. Right, okay. Can I duplicate this with the same entries? No. I just want to generate it in multiple. Can I open this in a new tab? Why would you do this to me? I don't want to have to generate a new one every time. There's our new card. Right, okay, there you go. Chat, this is the card for this event. All right, let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get this. Right, okay, here we go. Everybody ready? Do the list. Let's see if we can get this one. Michael Morkanor. No, Michael, not Morkanors. Sag. Bam. Sag. Bam. Sag. Fucking easy bingo. Bam. Zodgrod. Bam. Fucking, let's get our corners out of the way. It's like playing a jigsaw. Truck. There's one. Truck. There's another. Truck. Nailed it. This is close. It's a close one. Another truck. Okay, we got truck twice. Flash kits. Okay. I have flash kits on the card. Thank God. Oh my God, another flash kits. Right, okay. All we need is tank busters and looters. So we need double tank busters. This is a hard one. We need double tank busters to get a bingo. Okay, but if we open that up with Rocket Boys, we'll get another bingo. Gretchen. Okay. 10 Gretchen with the runt head. Okay. If you got Pain Boy knocking about, don't think he has, but if he did. 20 Gretchen. Okay. Right, we just need tank busters and a car. We got tank busters, a car, and a dream, chat. Commandos. Okay. That's a bit of a left field. Do we have command? We have commandos. Holy shit. So all it needs is tank busters and looters to get a double bingo. Okay. Is everyone ready? After the commandos, we have looters. Chat, it's our first looters. Chat, don't panic. It's our first looters. Okay, we do have 3 looters, 2 together. 2 together. I think our safest one is here. No, is it? Do we take this early bingo? Or do we set ourselves up for big bingo? That's the question. We'll go here. There's a bingo, chat. Shout bingo. Shout bingo, get involved. There it is. Next. Another looters. Okay. Okay, cool. If you see a bingo, make sure you shout out in real life and then type it. We've got one more looters, thank God. We've got all 3 looters. Chat, all 3 looters are off the board. There we go. in reserve. And a fucking Morkanaut. Are you joking? Are you joking? There's a Morkanaut? A fucking Morkanaut, mate. Why? Why? What the hell, dude? What a Chad. This is why I came third, bringing a fucking Morkanaut and ruining my bingo card. Right, okay. Tank Busters. We know this one. We know this one. Tank Busters. Let's go. 2 bingo. Ding, ding, ding. That's what I say. Right, what's next? Another Tank Buster. 3 bingo. Ding, ding. Right, okay. We got 3. We've matched our previous bingo record. So we need a beast boss to get. If we get a beast boss, if he's like added on a beast boss end this list, that will send our bingo meter crazy. Okay. But we could get boys in rocket. If he's got boys with rocket launcher here, which I don't think he does, but if he did, that's another bingo. What else has he got? Another Tank Buster unit to call it a day. All right, okay. There's bingo. Max 3. Oh, damn. We were so close. We were so close. Imagine if you had a beast boss. Excuse me. Imagine if you had a beast boss. That'd have been bingo. Bingo. That would have took us to 5, chat. Chat, that would have took us to 5. Holy shit. No, our max is 3 currently. Right, let's try the next list. Maybe we can get more bingo. Okay. Anyway, chat, don't forget orc players. Say orcs are fine. Stop moaning. Just get used to it. Clearly, they're fine. Oh boy, the list is called. We've got double Big Mech. We don't have double Big Mech. Okay? We don't have any Big Mechs in our bingo. We only have Big Mech with shock attack gun, which we're going to tick off right there. Right there. In green this time. Let's keep it in green like an orc. Another Big Mech with shock attack gun. There he is. Okay. Another Big Mech. Get them 3 bad boys down. Okay, cool. We're looking good. Oh, Zodgrod. Zodgrod's right there. Zodgrod. He's right there. Let's get that corner done. No beast boss. No beast boss again. We got a truck. Nice and easy. Let's take a truck. Oh, yeah, that's 2, of course. Sorry, there's 2. If he's got car and a stomper, we're absolutely laughing in this one. Another truck. Do we have another truck? We do. Okay, tank busters and rocket boys. That's what we're looking out for. Another truck. Another truck. Okay, we only have 3 trucks. Flash gates. Okay. The other guy, I don't think... Did he have flash gates? I think he might have done. Another flash gates. They're both together. This is a really hard bingo. The bingo meta that we're talking about here. This one is difficult. Okay? 3 flash gates. Do we have 3 flash gates? We don't. We've wasted one. God, we've wasted one. Right, okay. Okay. Okay, everybody. Everybody ready? Everybody ready for the next one? Gretchen, 10. Smashed it. Bro better have a pain boy. Gretchen, 20. Okay. Commandos. Going left field. Going left field. Commandos. Nailed it. Oh, and he needs tank busters and looters. Oh my god, he's got looters. Chat, holy shit. He's got looter. He's got more looters. Holy shit, I like this guy. Oh, look. There's the bingo. There's the bingo. And a 3rd unit of looters. Okay. All we need is tank busters. We've got 1 tank busters. There's a bingo. Let's go. Oh, look. There's a tank busters. We've maxed our 3 again. Okay. And that's it. That's it. Right, final time. Final time. Rocky Open #1. Can you make us beat our best bingo of 3? We can make it 3 for 3. How about that? We can make it 3 for 3 of all 3. Snickles slid the last few meters to the fuel tank and crawled underneath. As rounds pinged off the metal above him, he proceeded exactly as the boss had told him. Plant the wiry thing, press the big red button and wait until the ticking stops. He couldn't help but smile to himself at a job well done. Maybe when he got back to base I might finally be nice to him and they'd give him sustain too. Right, okay. Let's find out. 23 units to play with. We've got Zodgrod. Nailed it. Nailed it. Okay, what's next? A beast boss? Yo, chat. Chat. We might be onto a winner here. We've not seen a beast boss in the last 3 games. We've not seen a beast boss for the last 3 games. Here we go. Another beast boss. Actually wild. He's taken 2. A big mech with shock attack gun. Let's get this one down. Nailed it. Another big mech with shock attack gun. Let's go. Nailed it. Yeah, he's got 3. Yeah, look at that. He's got 3. Okay. We got a big mech and a mech. Crazy. Wild takes. All right. Beast Snagger boys. We don't have Beast Snagger boys because we have boys with rockets. There's no boys with rockets here. 2 units, no rockets. Okay. Flash kits. I've gone too far. Sorry, chap. Flash kits. Nailed it. Nailed it. 20 Gretchen. Okay. This one might have thrown us a spanner. What's next? 10 Gretchen. All right. All right. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. Another 10 Gretchen. Absolutely crazy. No absolute scenes in this orc list. 10 looters. Shall I go here? Let's go there. Let's go there. 10 looters. Okay, let's go here. We never know. We might not have any more. 10 looters. Nailed it. All right. Okay, got all 3. Not 1 bingo yet. What's going on? We got 3 bingos in the last one. 6 tank busters. Okay. You can put tank busters here, or tank busters here. I think I'll play it safe. I'm going to put it in the corner. I'm going to put it in the corner, chat. We might get tank busters and a stomper. You just don't know. That's 2 units of tank busters, chat, there. We'll put another one there. That's 1 bingo. Let's go. 1 bingo. Yo, I just realised what diagonal. That's 2. That's 2 bingo. We just need 2 more. Okay, what's he got left? Another unit of tank busters. All right, okay, okay. If he's got a stomper hiding in this list, holy shit. Holy shit. He's got a truck. Okay, we've got truck here. Truck there. Truck here. Okay, safest one's here. Safest one's here. Okay, okay. Slow down, chat. Don't get too excited. There is a second truck. I think the truck needs to go here. Okay. A 3rd truck has hit the tower. There's the 3rd truck. Got it. All right, we need... What do we need? We really need a stomper. We could do with some commandos. We could do with another unit of flash kits. Or some rocket boys. I don't think we're getting any better, though. Truck. Chat, we only got max 3. We got max 3. However, as some people have realised, yes, what I am doing is pointing out the fundamental flaws of the orc Dakar detachment. I am trying to ironically spend 40 minutes to point out that there are large problems with the orc Dakar detachment, is that everybody is playing the same list. And I will tell you from here, and I, you know, hand on heart, I have no shade to an orc player, but they're not having to go at you, but that detachment is fucked. That detachment is so fucked that the Alpine Cup has banned it. All right, it's been out a week and they already see it because it's so fucking obvious how broken it is. Let's have a look at the comments. Let's have a look at the comments, because let's look at the stats first. Now we know they're all running the exact same list on the top. Okay. Dakar, top 3. Dakar, top 3. Dakar, 6-0, top 1. Okay, tactical, but WTC, does that really count? Who knows? Okay. All of the biggest events are being won by Dakar. Alright? Oh, well, other realms, 24 players, 5 rounds. Actually, Yannari won that, so we better nerf those, which they do need nerfing, but it wasn't Orc Dakar, so they're clearly fine. Oh, look, Orc Dakar, 21 players in Scotland. That Orc Dakar list shot to the top. Look at that. 67% win rate, not including Dreadnought. That was one guy. All right. That was one guy. 19 players winning, or 19 players of 40. Almost half of the players playing more Dakar when XO or X1. 19 of the 40 people, half of the people playing that one detachment only dropped maximum 1 game this weekend. Actually fucking crazy. And won 5 events. Eldar only won 2. What else? Anything else on loads of event wins this weekend? It's looking like a lot of 0s and 1s, you know? I don't know binary that well, but that doesn't add up to 5, does it? And it doesn't add up to 5 event wins out of 14. They literally won more than a third of the events, and half the players didn't lose a game or only lost 1. The crazy thing is, the stats include everyone who tried the detachment with a shit list, top ELO players, and it's at something like 90%, 95% non-mirror win rate. We're in the exact same position as we were with with Imperial Guard, when everyone was saying, yo, Guard are really broken, and everyone was like, no, they're not. I love Guard. The Guard's really hard to play, and I've been playing it for 70 years, and they're not broken. Shut up, they're not S tier. They're really hard to play. We need buffs. Because I know I said it at the start of the stream, but the thing is, chat, let's be real. Nobody cares about a balanced game. They want a broken army for a little bit. They want their little 5 minutes in the sun to be like, yo guys, yo friend group, look at my ITC ranking this week because I've got a broken detachment, because instead of going 2-3, I went 3-2. You know? This isn't nearly what Bridget was. This is 9th edition Harlequin levels that hit an 80% win rate. Yeah, the thing is with it is 67 doesn't sound crazy until you look at like previous weeks where we've been kind of rocking our broken armies and rocking around 59 to 60, you know? But we've not seen half the players go X and 1, you know? That's not something we've seen in a long time since, like we said, Harlequins mirror matches. Like Harlequin mirror matches are the top tables, you know, like at Adepticon, it's like 20 Void Weavers on a table or something stupid. So yeah. So if you've been on the fence thinking about what's going on, why is everyone complaining about orcs, this is a very minor indicator. But as we've just said, as Angron has just said, if you take out, you know, if you just look at top ELO players, they are just absolutely smashing everything. That's 95% win rate. They are not losing games unless it's a mirror. So, what I think about this, you were all asking that hot question. I said it when it happened. I think when I looked at the detachment, didn't I say something like, do they need this? Isn't this crazy? Do they actually need this? And the answer is fucking no, by the way. The answer is no, they don't need this. But they gave it to them. you know? In an attempt to give people more detachments, because that's what make numbers go big. As we spoke about, you know, which is whatever. I am quite anti-capitalist a lot of the time, but you know, I'm not gonna, that's not the point I'm trying to make. But they said Grotmus was really successful, and we heard you loud and clear. Okay? Grotmus was really fun, and the team just loved doing Grotmus. You know? They loved Grotmus, giving everyone new detachments. They loved it. Yeah, the Grotmus was really fun for the team working on the game. They really liked writing all these new detachments that made all units that people weren't buying really good. Okay. So I'm just kind of saying that maybe we don't balance a game, because I think the reason I think the reason for Grotmus and the reason that they want to go, here's another three detachments every season, every balanced data slate, is because balanced data slate usually has quite negative connotations. Because if you think about it, a balanced data slate sometimes has buffs for your army, but a lot of the times it has nerfs to an army, you know? It reduces the effectiveness of an army, and the armies just aren't that... The armies that are getting changed with the balanced data slate are usually nerfs, okay? Which makes balanced seasons or balanced updates quite a negative experience for people who aren't competitive players, or people who aren't quite on the top tables, you know? As a competitive player, as a tournament player that's going to every event or whatever, or events every month or twice a month or more, a balanced data slate for you is great news, because it means that army that you keep losing to, or your army that you're having to play that is obscenely broken, you just move on to the next thing, you know? But I think what they're trying to do is obviously like go, well, we make loads of money when we sell more models to people, obviously, but why don't we throw more detachments out? Because that's a buff for us, great. But also when these new detachments come out, it's kind of like ooh, new shiny, when actually half the armies are getting nerfed at the same time. So it kind of takes like a negative experience of like, well, all of this is really strong, so it's just getting nerfed. Now it's all of this is really strong, it's getting nerfed, but also there's new shiny to distract you from it. So it kind of becomes a positive experience, and people look forward to balanced data slates rather than kind of dreading it, you know? However, the other problem is that they are balancing the game and updating it and trying to like nerf top things and boost like shit things, and then going, right, okay, we're going to balance it for these are the armies, okay, we've got some that are winning too much, some that are winning too low, so we're going to bring them together, and then we're just going to like clatter in some new detachments at the same time and see if that'll fit, you know? Will this fit in here with no testing, with all these players trying them out? Let's just keep throwing new detachments in. I haven't got anything that can represent a detachment in this analogy, but you kind of get my point, okay? You kind of get my point, is that you balance the game, you release a codex, you balance the game around it, okay? You make stuff shit, you change rules, you change points, and then you go, oh, well, here's new detachments that completely changes it. So, and these were tested before we release these updates to everybody. So there's nothing to base it on. We're just kind of guessing. It's just, it just seems silly. It just seems a little silly. They keep pointing out way overpowered shit and completely invalidated it. And yeah, it is just like terrible from like a consumer perspective, you know, because it's like, well, let's be honest. Competitive players play looters and tank busters. They didn't probably go out and buy looters and tank busters, you know? But there are people who are going out and buying looters and buying tank busters and buying flash kits. And like in what, like another month or something? Maybe, hopefully, if not 3 months. Because that's what we don't know if they're going to get a hot fix. Everybody's kind of going, yo, this is really broken. And now we've got a week of data where they're going, yo, actually, they are really broken. We have numbers to prove it. The casual player will see a new detachment and pick stuff up. The tournament player, which I'm not blaming, but just have to hear me out. The tournament player will go out and acquire all of the models. I'll order some more resin off Amazon, let's be honest. I'll order some 3D printer resin. They'll go out and smash loads of events. And then the army will eventually get nerfed, whether it's next week or next year. I don't fucking know. And then the people who bought them because I was like, oh, that's a cool new detachment, they'll get nerfed and they'll be like, well, this detachment's fucking useless now. It's all them tournament players' fault. Where really, let's be honest, the problem isn't the tournament players breaking it. It was the fact that it was broken to start with and it shouldn't have been released like that, you know? It shouldn't have been released. Why was it released? Why? Release! Why was it put out to the public? Because it's no tournament player's fault that your faction gets nerfed, okay? It's a problem at the core, which is allowing those rules to go out, arguably untested, into a new format when it takes anyone without blinkers on to realise that making an army that has super swingy shooting averagely 2 or 3 times better because it is so swingy. Okay, so now you've got an army that's shooting. The shooting is straight, just swingy, and it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Now it's 2 to 3 times more consistent on average, but there isn't a good average because someone will go out and play 30 looters and they'll shoot 30 looters and hit twice. Okay, that can happen. You are rolling a bunch of dice and only hitting on 6s, but also re-rolling. But at the same time, you're not only hitting on average 2 to 3 times more consistently, your average, or not even your average, your maximum or your minimum and maximum are so wide because of the swinginess. For example, looters hitting on 6s re-rolling, your what you can roll is just so wide compared to, because if you get like Space Marines 10 shots and they're re-rolling hits, all right, they're going to hit way more often, okay, but they can only max hit 10 shots. If you get something sustained 2, every time that hits on a 6, they only hit on 6 with looters unless they've got the targeting squig thing. Every time they hit on a 6, rather than hitting once, they hit 3 times. That's 3 times more, but their swing can be so wide because there is going to be a game where someone literally only rolls 6s to hit, okay? And rather than hitting, what, 20 times, they're going to hit 60 times. Excuse me. That's just how, like, the swing is, you know what I mean? Instead of hitting 10 times, by rolling 10 6s, they hit 60 times. And it's quite easy to hit 10 6s in a dice roll with a reroll than it is 60. Who thought this was a good idea? Who thought it was a good idea? But Mikey, tournament players are the ones that use the rules as written. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. But Mikey, orcs are bad and GW hates them. That is also true. That is also true. So I think we got this for a couple of weeks, lads. I think we have to buckle in and either not play events. I mean, you can come to mine. That'd be cool. But people like, you know, like the Alpine Cup set a huge precedent of kind of going, if there's no update, you ain't using it. And I'll stand by them. It's already something I was kind of considering for All Stars April, which is happening on the 19th and 20th of April, Easter weekend. Come and have some plays of Warhammer. Let's basically shop in chat. But I don't think this is crazy, you know? I don't think this is crazy. And I think maybe GW, love you to bits, love the models, love the game, But I think it's okay to say you cocked up again. All right? Can we play cardboard tank buses at your event? No. No, you can't. You're going to ban it like Alpine? It's on the cards, all right? It's on the cards. If they've not banned it by the beginning of April, in a week, I'll ban it, okay? Because it is stupid. It is just a stupid attachment. And if you're thinking of coming to a Hellstorm event just to slap people for 5 rounds with your 3D printed liters, which are banned as well, we'll just get rid of him. We'll just ban it. We'll just ban it, okay? I'm giving Games Workshop a week, all right? I'm giving them 1 week to deal with this. And which is, if I say Monday next week, okay, that's like 2.5 weeks after the balance date is late. That's 2.5 weeks of data they'll have. 2.5 weeks of complaining. 2.5 weeks of people trying to sell them that there's a big problem. Let Magoo play it though. No. Has a detachment or Codex ever been treated like this before with event bannings? It sure has. It sure has. Oh, did I not? Did Thomas trade banning? It's happened a lot. Germany banned 10th edition. A tournament banned tyranids. Votan were banned. This happens all the time, actually. It's not new at all. It's not new at all. It actually happens quite a lot. I forgot about this one.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
What's not bad?
But what is bad? What is bad is this.
That segue. What was it? Dallas Open. Dallas Open GT. That banned Crusher, Stampede, and Leviathan in 9th edition. And then in Germany, I think it was, they basically nerfed 10th edition. Yeah, Mikey, what's this fucking angle, bro? What's this angle,
video
bro?
Regarding the new Warhammer 40,000 app that's just released.
It was a Reddit post. With the ban vote, the group that banned Votan in Germany also just like nerfed all of Games Workshop's game, essentially. Like just deleted Towering, deleted Devastating Wound, Devastating Wounds, etc. Absolutely wild. Wild shit, bro. James Workshop saying sorry video incoming. Yeah, potentially. Potentially. But yeah, this detachment is just honestly wild. It needs binning off. But yeah, like banning stuff. Because you gotta remember, is everybody runs events independently a lot of the time, you know? They're independent events. We can kind of do what we want. Like, if we go, we want to play Emperor's Children, you can. If you want to say you can't run Emperor's Children, we can, you know? Games Workshop just puts advisories out. They don't control an event. So, Crusher Order release was nuts. It was, and it got banned for good reason, you know? Wait a minute, is orc shooting actually good for once? I've always played with shooters and other gunners because I love them. It's funny shooting a ton of bad shots. Are they buzzing right now? Yeah, imagine every time you hit 3 times. I'd be considering giving every detachment sustain 2 at All Stars. Yeah, that'd be funny. I'd have loved sustain 2 this weekend. It'd just be people just roll anything with a reroll to hit, just rerolling them all. I think to fix the detachment, you swap the abilities round, and that mostly does it. Okay? I think just by swapping the abilities round, it mostly does it. All right? And what I mean by that, if we go to Warcom, come on. Why is it not working? Where is it? Is it in fucking Grotmus detachments? I think if you swapped these abilities round, they blocked you. If you swap these abilities round, this would be actually pretty strong still, but not as crazy. Okay, so if it said during your shooting phase, ranged weapons have assault. All right, and then your entire army can advance and shoot. All right, it's orc shooting. However, while the war is active, ranged weapons with orc and infantry have sustained 2 during your shooting phase or whatever. So if you made it so that the main detachment ability was gain assault, and then whilst you're shooting, you get sustained 2 if you're in the war, would actually be, in my opinion, a pretty interesting detachment because it'd still be broken because you have the war whenever you want it. You know? You have the war whenever you want it. Because the problem is right now is because you're always getting sustained 2, you don't need the war. You know? You need the war for you call the war to be defensive. That's what you're doing with it right now. It's kind of like you're gonna have a go-to with your looters, and you're gonna call the war, so then you advance and shoot, and then you got 5+ influence, so you don't lose them all. So what you use this strat for is an early turn 1 jail of Zodgrod and 20 Gretchen that are -1 to hit and wound that have a 5+ invuln. However, if you swap these abilities round and make the shooting only good during the war, it means you have 1 turn where your entire army gets sustained 2. That is pretty wild. That is a really good ability. You know? That's like mission tactics. That's like a combat doctrine. But then you have the strat to put a unit into the war. So every turn you have 1 unit on sustain 2 and a unit of looters, it's going to be broken. But then you only have that 1 go turn, which is what the war is designed for, to then get everybody get sustained 2. You know? Honestly, if that was the only change they did to this detachment, I honestly think that would fix it straight away. I honestly think that would just fix it straight away. It means the orc player would have to play a little bit more defensively. It means the orc player wouldn't be able to just delete everything every turn. They'd have to choose which unit's going to do it. Your opponent can interact with that, because if they know 1 unit this turn is going to have more Daka with the sustain 2, then if they've got reactive abilities, they've got defensive abilities, you can prepare for it, you know? You've got sustain 2 on that unit. Okay, I'm going to have a contempt. You've got sustain 2 on that unit. I'm going to reactive move. You know? Need to not allow Zodgrod squad to use the war strat. Without changing anything else, I agree. But if you change this around, if you use Zodgrod's war strat, if you use the war strat on Zodgrod, then you don't get sustain 2 that turn. You know? I think just swapping those around huge diff. Oh, lagging. I think just swapping those 2 around would make an absolute wild difference, personally. Because I think this detachment would just be really strong then. But I was chatting to someone this weekend, because I went to the Goonhammer Open, and they said, like, if you took a war aggression squad with war with Zodgrod and split it into 6 stratagems, such as 1 CP, Scout 9, 1 CP, -1 to hit, 1 CP, -1 to wound, 1 CP, 5+ invulnerable, 1 CP, advance and charge. Alright, that's 5 great strats put out in any army. That is an insanely good detachment. And that's what you get for 1 CP on a Gretchen unit. Now, if they don't get rid of sustain, if it keeps sustain 2 army-wide, this entire detachment needs rewriting, personally. I think if they want an easy fix, they swap them round, makes it a little bit more interesting, cost you command points. But currently, as it stands, absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. And this is all you're going to hear from people for the next few weeks now, until something gets done. Until something gets done, this is it. It's orcs winning every event. I'll hands down now. All right. Excuse me. Excuse me. So, chat, that's my rant about orcs. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was good. Hope you enjoyed the bingo. I knew these actually was eventually cause trouble. Well, we had Bridgehead to start with. Now we've got orcs, so what's next? What's next is the Purge. If you didn't know, chat, if you didn't know, we have a brand new Discord. Exclamation point Discord in chat. And we have over 1,000 members in this Discord. We have over 1,000 members, and I'm deleting them all. All right? Unless you join the Discord and say hello. If you've not said hello in the last 30 days, you're out. We're doing a prune, okay? We're doing a purge. We have 207 members who haven't said anything. How many members total? How many members total? 1,068 members total. If you haven't said anything in the new Discord, especially what Discord in chat, now's the time. Because you're getting pruned. You're getting pruned. I mean purged. It's time now. You better say something. You've got 10. 9. 8. I'll do 7 days. Should I do 7 days? Chat, should I do 7 days or 30 days? These are people who haven't said anything for a week with no role. You think I should do 7? Reduce the Discord by a quarter. As a lurker, I feel called out. Good. Good. I've warned you. I've given it so much notice. I said... When did I say I was rebuilding the Discord? No, not then. When did I say? It was months ago. The 12th. 12 days ago. 12 days ago. So you better start spamming. You better come in and say hello. Mikey's so demanding I am. You better come in and say hello because you're gone now. It's time. Nobody reads that. Unfucking lucky. If you don't read it, why are you in the Discord? It's time to prune. Is everybody ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're doing it. 250 members gone. 250 members deleted. All of you are gone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, it hasn't refreshed. Wait. Mods. 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 Why has it not done it? It says 0. What have I put? Mikey. 1 member. Cross it out. Oh, 934. Go over a page. Okay. Search. Mikey. Delete it. It hasn't gone down. It's gone down. Why is it not going down? Mods, fix it. Delete them. I'm trying to purge them. Prune. What roles shall we get rid of? None of those. None of those. Shall we get rid of all the orc players? Shall we delete all the orc players? Imagine. Everybody with the orc tag gets purged. Oh, imagine. Imagine. They're being protected by the orc tag. It doesn't say how many. How many? How many have the orc tag that haven't spoken? They're getting pruned as well. No more orc players. They're broken. The orc players have been pruned. They've already been pruned. They're gone. They're gone now. How many's left? How many's left of this Discord? 800. We've gone. 200 members gone. Disgusting lurkers. They don't even say anything. Look at all these beautiful people. Look at all these beautiful people still in the Discord. Okay? Look at them. Look at them. There they are. How many we got left? Showing 100 of 816. Oh my god, this number's so nice. This number's so nice. Well done, everybody. If you're still in the Discord, you did not get purged this time. But if you were an orc player, you were. An orc player hasn't said anything in you know, 30 days. But still. Still, it matters. It matters. Orc players, we just don't like them. True Deathwatch Discord, purge all the xenos. Should I purge all the Deathwatch players? I'll purge all the Deathwatch players. Oh, who else can we get rid of? Who else can we get rid of? This is kind of fun. I'm kind of enjoying this. Eldar, kind of broken, you know. Maybe we purge them as well. Maybe we purge the Eldar players. Who else? Who else? Well, I'm trying to... Are all these relevant? I think most of these are relevant. Mods. Oh, we could get rid of the mods. We could get rid of the mods and the Eldar players. This is like Decknell's dream. Think of any army he hates, just ban him from the Discord. Any army he hates? Get rid. Get rid. Legends. More like deleted from the Discord, you know? Discord link says it expired. No, it didn't. Don't lie to me. Don't lie. You even type !Discord. How can you say it's expired? Why it's broke? It's a broken link. Oh my god, it's actually a broken link. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. We need to make a new link. It's because we're a community now. It's because we're a community. How do I invite people? Oh god, that means I need to make a fucking I need to update every video. Oh my god, I need to update every video. Because we're a community now, so my link's broken. Mods! Get on it. That's annoying. Hidden use copy button. Great. Why is it just... It's just copying the fucking thing. God damn it. Mikey gets what he paid for. What do you mean? Invite people. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a we're gonna have to have a new link. I hate the look of that. Right, okay, I fixed it. New link time. New link time. There we go. The old link is dead. New link is born. Exclamation point Discord in chat. That's so annoying. I haven't got enough people in the Discord anymore to make a custom link. Just kidding, you need 10,000. I was nowhere near. Anyway, exclamation point Discord in chat if you would like to join. New Discord is working. Try that link. Yeah, Mikey, let's be a mod. Sass, need a PowerPoint presentation. I need a PowerPoint presentation, I'm afraid. This is the corrupting influence of being a YouTuber. You tear yourself down. I didn't tear myself down. I tore those around me down. The best type of tearing. 816. Is that just a better number? Why do I need over 1,000 members when most of them are bots? You know? When most of them are bots, why do I need 1,000 members? We got rid of them. We got rid of all the bots. Disgusting behaviour. Bet. Right, okay, can't wait. Can't wait, bro. So, anyway, chat. I was going to talk a little bit about Goonhammer, but my voice is really fucked. My voice is really fucked, as you can hear. So I am struggling a little bit because my voice is really bad. It might keep banning other bots and half of the views on videos gone. Mate, you might get unmodded at this rate. You might get unmodded at this rate. Chat, I went to the Goonhammer Open this weekend. I went to a tournament, a 40k tournament for the first time what feels like 6 months. If not longer, I don't know. When was the last 40k for tournament I played? When was it? I can't remember. I have no idea. I have no idea. And chat, here it is. The podium. Here's where we got. Look, we'll go down to find me. I'm sure we're nearly there. We're nearly there, chat. The last event I played wasn't Atlanta, no. That was over a year ago. Chat, we're nearly there. Don't worry. I'm not too much further down. I'm really close to the top, actually. You know? And I'm feeling good. I'm really... There I am! 26th! Let's go! Woo! Let's go! Am I sure? Yeah, because I will be Blood Angels like last October. 26 out of 63, and one of them didn't even turn up. 62. Let's go. Chat, I did alright, but I got some quite unlucky matchups. One of them in chat right now. Absolute twat. Absolute twat, that's what I'll say. So I went to the Goonhammer Open this weekend. I played 6 games, and I stayed until the end. You might have seen, on Thursday, I got to paint all of my army in a single day. Fucking smashed it. fucking smashed it, didn't I? Look at them bad boys. Oh, glorious. Glorious. Oh, God, that's not a good picture. That's not a good zoom. Chyla's way better in person, I promise. Chyla's way better in person. He does not look good there. Bro looks like he's been out and had too many, you know? Bro looks like, you know, he's trying to look in two directions at once, you know? He's seen two beautiful women at the bar, and he can see both at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I finally painted Gabriel Angelos. He's not finished, but he's painted enough. He's painted enough. Okay, I'll take it back. Bro, don't do that to me. So I got the company here. That one even looks bad. Holy shit. God, the camera does not do you good work, bro. The camera does not do you any justice, does it? Look at his sword. Oh, that's good, though. That sword looks great, doesn't it? Look at that. Dry brushed. So I got those done. Why does this keep refreshing? Why do you keep refreshing? Oh, Mikey, have you seen the Gabriel Angelos file for RTLW? What do you think this is? Is that for half of it? What's this? Is that for half of it? And then we got another close-up. We got the Vindicator. We got the Dreadnought done. Had a great time. Alright. We did alright, to be honest. We did alright. We got the painting done, though. I didn't take many pictures. However, I had 6 great games. Alright. And yeah, I only went 3-3. I only went 3-3. Alright. However, round 3, after 2 wins, alright, I played the one and only Angron in chat right now, proudly wearing his new Team England top, with his Team England dice, and his Team England dice tray, and probably his Team England, like, fucking underwear, and his Team England nightcap. I played Angron, round 3, which was a very, very funny, embarrassing, hard game. And then, and then round 4, I got paired up. Round 5, I got paired up. So I was on 1 loss, and I got paired up to an undefeated player, round 5, and played it to the skin of my teeth and lost. But they went on to win the event. All right. So even though I only went 3-3, I also paired into someone who came 3rd, Angron, and then I also, well, I didn't pair up. I paired into someone who came 3rd, and then I paired as have a chance of like 7 people being paired up into this person who will then go on to win the event. I took it on the chin, all right? So with those caveats out the way, I took my Space Marines. I took Ultramarines Gladius, all right? Now, regrettably, I didn't take Guilliman because I couldn't quite fit him in the list I wanted to run. But thinking about it, I think I could have took Guilliman, all right? Here's my list if you wanted to hear about it. I took Space Marines, Ultramarines Gladius. You nearly added to, was a well-executed game. Thank you. Jokes aside, I like to think I'm all right on Warhammer. It's just sometimes my list composition doesn't always come to fruition or doesn't quite work. Or sometimes I panic about my list against someone else's list. It doesn't always work out. However, I felt like I played some pretty fucking good Warhammer this weekend, which I was super chuffed about. So I had a captain with Honor Vermin. This is kind of like, I can't call him captain a bit rude because he's not the captain bullshit from Blood Angels, but he's a bit cheaper, but he's pretty good. Honor Vermin gives him +1 strength, +1 attack. Whilst he's in the Assault Doctrine, it gives him +2. So if you put him in the Assault Doctrine and put him in with Assault Intercessors on an objective in the Assault Doctrine and use Finest Hour, he's got 10 attacks hitting on 2s that are strength 10. That is strength 10. You can give him Lance as well. -3, 2 damage with devastating wounds. And Lance, if you really need it. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun little 95-point lad. And if he's with Assault Intercessors, he's rerolling wounds of 1. If he's on an objective, he's rerolling all the wounds. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It's great. It's a great little guy. All right? He just runs in and kills shit. In game 4, or game 5, against Sam, who won the event, he was running Ultramarines. All right. I charged in, charged the captain with assault intercessors, not on an objective, not on oath, no buffs whatsoever. All right. Just sent him in with the assault doctrine. And I went in and slapped a Vindicator and killed it. It was like I needed an 8 to make it. I kind of only just made it, and then I had to like block off my own charge so I could then pile the captain round. And it just one tapped a Vindicator in the head. Oh my god, it was beautiful. He just ran up to it and went, bosh. Did it win me the game? No. Was it funny? Yes. I had a librarian in Phobos armor for lone operative. We got the lieutenant with combi weapon, goated guy. Should be in every list. We have Marnius with a Victrix honor guard. Marnius is great. Marnius is so good. And I had it with company heroes as well. He gave me an extra 2 command points. The problem is because you've got like a brick of 50 mil base Calgar, 2 40 mil Victrix guard, and then 4 40 mil company heroes. They're so hard to hide in buildings, you know? They're so hard to get like into ruins and stuff to like hide them properly. However, it's really cool. He's -1 to wound. He hits quite hard with like lance. He's always advancing and charging, so you kind of like, you can kind of yeet him, but it's so big that I kept finding it was just difficult to put him in a good position. They didn't like block half your army from using that ruin while he was there, or you'd send him out and put him in a ruin, and then it's kind of like, oh well, if I'm on the terrain footprint, then I can just get seen from loads of angles. So I liked Marnius. Would I run him again? Probably. Would I run this list again? I don't think so, but I felt like I learned a lot, and I really enjoyed playing Gladius again. It was kind of like, I was a bit reminiscent about it, I'll be honest. So I got the assault intercessors. They obviously go with the captain. I've got 2 impulsors, one of them for the intercessors and captain, which isn't actually a crazy expensive unit, I don't think, because the captain's 95, 75 for the assault intercessors, and 80 for the impulsor. Not a crazy investment, and the impulsors are actually really good, because I actually had 2, because I have some other units that can use the impulsors in a second. I had the assault intercessor with jump packs, got 2 of those. These were all right. I actually thought while playing, I'm just kind of using these for screening, which is not terrible, but they're kind of expensive screens, you know? I was using them a lot to protect, to get in the way of stuff, or just grab a little objective early. And then sometimes I'd like finish off a unit by charging into it, like throwing grenades and then charging to do a bunch of mortal wounds. So they are good, but I don't know if this list needs 2, or if it needs any, or they could be swapped for something else like scouts. Not sure yet, not sure. We had double ballistas dread, so consistent, so good. We had the company heroes for Marnius, so good. Desolation squad, great unit in this meta. I also asked at the start of the day, because, for example, this is a board for Goonhammer. These buildings in your deployment zone are 6 inches high. It's actually just over, or just shy of 6, I think. But if you measure from the floor rather than on the mat of the terrain, they're over 6 inches. So James ruled that you could get plunging fire off the top level. So I kept deploying desolators into this top level, who, if you don't know, desolators have indirect shooting. They're very good. Okay. They indirectly shoot, and they have AP, and they have a special rule called ignore cover if they stand still. So you stand them at the top of the building, they get AP2 shooting down indirectly with ignore cover. Even though indirect gives you cover, the desolators ignore it. Obviously. And then, because you're playing Gladius, if you're in the Devastator Doctrine, you can also spend 1 CP to give your unit ignore cover. But it also, if you're in the Devastator Doctrine, it adds an additional AP. It's pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb, to be honest. Because AP3 on the Venga, it's just crazy. So AP3 ignore cover, pretty stupid. Pretty stupid. So you can just boost the AP so high just by sending a building and spending a single command point. Very silly. The other thing is because I've got impulsors, you can actually see here, I think. I've got my Desolator squad in the impulsor. Because what I was doing was putting the Desolators in the ruin, in this top ruin here. Very funky tactic. I was using one impulsor early to go and grab an objective, adding cursors in. Sometimes I scout it forward, get the cursors out, and then the impulsor could advance and grab do an action or whatever. Not advance and do an action, but like advance out and do an action, grab an objective, etc. Just because they're quite quick. With a 6-inch scout, they're moving 18 without an advance, and then they can advance as well. Turn 1, if you go first. And the main cursors are here. What you can also do is you can park an impulsor here, right? And then you drop the Desolators down 1, or you can get into the impulsor, all right? And then because the impulsor has firing deck, you can fire 5 models, 5 weapons from 5 models, because you can only shoot, you can't shoot all the weapons of the Desolators. But firing deck allows 1 model to equip the tank with 1 weapon. So the Desolators advance into the transport, get inside the transport, which is not advanced, and then the impulsor is equipped with 4 missile launchers and a Wenger launcher, as well as some bolters. And you're like, Mikey, yeah, that's called using a transport. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. So what you do is you park an impulsor next to a wall, so if the impulsor ever dies, the Desolators get out behind the wall. Next turn, they move up the building and shoot indirectly. It's so dumb. Transport rules are so dumb. I can advance my unit into the tank, use the tank for line of sight, and if the tank dies, I disembark behind the wall. Fucking brilliant. Genius. Fucking Games Workshop smashed it again. They did it again. How do they shoot and score every time with excellent rules writing? Why is that a thing? I don't know. The tactics of this list were very funny. But it is what it is. It is what it is. What else do I have? I have an Incursor squad. I like Incursors. They give out +1 to hit. Yep, that's it. And then Infiltrators, because they're great. They obviously usually go with the Librarian. Yo, Grim, thanks for the gifted. I really appreciate it. And then a double Vindicator, because Vindicators, even at another 10 points or whatever more they cost, they're still really good. They're still really, really good. Now, after playing this list a few times, because you might notice a quite large Guilliman-shaped hole in this list, I kind of wish I had Guilliman. Because what I was finding is because this list shoots so well, the Oath target usually died quite quick. And then what I was doing is I was kind of going, okay, I'll Oath 1 unit, and then I'll use the Incursor to shoot another unit, because the Incursors have a rule where if they shoot a unit, your entire army gets +1 to hit against it. Obviously, that is insane. It's a great rule. They spot a unit for your entire army. I was kind of like, why don't I use the Oath of Moment on a target I want to die, and then when that one dies, I'll start shooting the one that's +1 to hit. All right? But what you'll quickly realise, if you are a Space Marine player that has access to Guilliman, they have a rule called Oath of Moment, and then Guilliman can choose a second Oath of Moment that turns on when the first one has died. So instead of taking Guilliman, I had Incursors to go, right, here's Oath of Moment, let's kill that. And then we'll have a worse Oath of Moment +1 to hit in this one as well, instead. Rather than just going, if I take Guilliman, I'll have Oath of Moment on this one, and then Oath of Moment on this one. Which is quite funny on reflection, that I kind of just didn't see that hole in my list building. That I was kind of like, I'm taking Incursors to give myself +1 to hit. If I did find space for Guilliman, then that's just better Incursor. However, Guilliman plays a different role, but he is, the reason I do want to take him is because he's a little bit expensive. At 345, we've already got Ballistas, you've already got Vindicators, you've already got Desos, all quite expensive units, really. So trying to find 345 points in this list, I think, was a little tough. But then I kind of saw some things that could get cropped straight away that would just open up just like a lot more space for things. Especially when I played round 5 into Sam Nash, who had exclusively tanks and dreadnoughts and like 1 unit of scouts. And so that was a really hard matchup. I gave it a really good go. And what I liked about this list was it had like a lot of little tools. It had like the Captain Turbo Squad. It had Marnius as a Turbo Squad giving me command points. It had the non-targetable infiltrators, which are obviously, infiltrators are great in a lot of matchups. I ended up playing into a lovely lad called Dale who's playing demons. They were like so clutch in that game. There was a lot of times, a lot of maps, because you'll notice on some of these layouts, is it this one? You'll notice on some of these layouts, it's that like the objectives are quite open. You see, this one's quite open, this one's quite open. Like, I mean, that one's got 2 Vindicators and a Brutalis parts on it. It's probably quite hard to get now. But like, the objectives are quite wide open. So having like an infiltrator squad, they could like sit on an objective and then kind of like be quite far away, was like super handy to just be able to sit in the open and not be targeted, because the librarian gives lone operative to the unit. Essentially, it's a similar, basically the same wording of lone operative, where you can't target them if you're over 12. And I found that a lot on these, and these are using Games Workshop layouts. So this is like layout 1, I think it was. This is day 1. I played a lovely guy called Alistair round 2. Oh man, it was so brutal. I felt really bad. But like, he was playing knights and the mission was Purge the Foe. And he was playing the Questor Forge pack detachment. And it was Purge the Foe. And I think I just took Assassinate and Bring It Down. And I just killed all game. It was quite brutal, to be honest. It was a little brutal. I just sat on objectives because it's hold 1, hold more. And then I killed stuff because it was Purge the Foe, Assassinate and Bring It Down. So every time I killed a big knight, I scored 4 for Purge the Foe, 4 for Assassinate, and I think, is it 6 for Bring It Down for a big knight? That's 12 points a night in a 100-point game, I think. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. Someone knows how many points you score for Bring It Down. You can kind of see just how stacked this score sheet is. It was pretty wild, to be honest. My list knew how to kill. I think the problem was, the other issue I had with the list, I had no uppy downy, I had no deep strike. If I wanted to strat reserve something, I could, but it wasn't super efficient. I like strat reserved a Vindicator every now and then, just so because sometimes I couldn't like put it in the deployment. So I really struggled with like mission play, because we'll have a look at like some other games, like game 1. Why is that doing that? Let's look at game 3 because that's not working. I'll play against Alex. Now this is like a brutal score difference, but it was actually super duper close. But you can see the problem was it was taken hold against Custodes, which is never good. And you can see like playing the cards was kind of tough. Now against Custodes, it's always tough, and Alex is an excellent player. Now we were playing on this board, but he obviously wasn't this game, so I'd have a picture. So just hear me out. Hear me out, guys. But essentially, we were playing hammer and anvil. So the objectives was here, here, and here, and then we had one in the middle here, and then one in the middle there. All right, and because the objective was here and here, they were just wide open. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. He's about to get shot to shit. I'm about to beat Alex, Mr. Angron 03, with his Team England shirt, Team England dice, Team England underwear, Team England water bottle, Team England sticker on the car. You know, I was about to get him. And now I'm not going to go through every play of the game, okay? But he's played the new Lines of the Emperor detachment, and it's absolutely cracked. Even still, me saying, yeah, it's absolutely cracked, because it is. It's very, very good. All right. Essentially, I need to draw. Can I open this in a different app? 1 second. All right. All right, here we go. We're drawing now. Green. I had a Vindicator parked here. Oh my god, that's the tiniest pen I've ever seen. I had a Vindicator parked here. Chilling, having a great time. I like Brutalis chilling somewhere. I think they're like over here. Okay. Out of the Impulsor comes the Captain in the Assault Doctrine. Over here, chilling. All right, it's like turn 2. Turn 3 maybe. Can't remember. All right, I've got Assault Intercessors. Chilling as well. Okay. And I go into the Devastating Doctrine. All right. This isn't your 3D printer, right? This isn't my tournament. Alex, the little shit, has got Shield Captain, Wardens. All right. Wardens. He's got some bikes chilling just behind here. All right. And I'm like, I'm going to force the issue. I can't win custodian battles on the objective, but what I can do is annoy him. All right. I advance my Vindicator up here and draw line of sight to these Wardens. All right. And I think he'd already taken damage from something stupid already. Just like some piddly shots or something. He like hidden them behind here. Maybe I shot indirectly. I can't remember. I picked up all his sisters, etc. And I was like, Alex, I'm going to shoot my Vindicator to these Wardens. What are you going to do? And he's like, I'm going to pop the Feel No Pain. I'm like, let's go. Got him on the ropes. He's popping a Feel No Pain on Wardens. He's popping Feel No Pain on the Wardens early for a single Vindicator. Fucking got this. I rolled a number of shots. Can't remember what it was, but let me. I remember the damage. Can't remember what it was. It was like 8 shots, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Oath a moment on this bad boy. 3's to hit. Go all hit. Hell yeah. It's 2's to wound because of Oath a moment, but it becomes 3's because of Wardens. Hell yeah. No, back to 2's. I can't remember. I got a bunch of wound through. He makes a lot of saves. I do damage. He makes all his Feel No Pains. I think I kill 1. All right. And I'm like, okay, fine. 1's dead. Bingo. All right. That's fine. Oh boy, it was 9 shots. You handed me 7 saves and I passed 6. There you go. Okay. There you go. From the horse's mouth. 9 shots, 7 saves, past 6 of them. It's custodies. It happens. Okay. It happens. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. Because what's important is my captain, who's in the devastating assault doctrine. All right. He's going to charge here. Okay. He's going to charge with the assault intercessors, with his 10 attacks, with Oath of Moment, re-rolling all hits, re-rolling all wounds, because he's going to be wounded on like 2s, because it's 3, because he's strength 10. He's going to be on 3s, re-rolling 1s, with devastating wounds. All right. It's going to be pretty good. I've got the assault intercessors that are going to come in. I need a different color. Assault intercessors that are going to come in. All right. It's going to be mint. They're going to go in, do some mortal wounds in the charge phase. No Feel No Pain against that bad boy, is there? Get maybe 3 if I'm lucky. Maybe do 2 mortal wounds, half kill a warden, and then slap him, and slap him, and slap him. And basically use these little shitty things. Because, as I mentioned, the captain and the assault intercessor are that expensive. The assault intercessor squad with jump packs is kind of expensive, but not terrible to throw away. I appreciate we keep looking at these. These are custodies. Look, I'll colour them in yellow. Does that help? These are custodies, the yellow. And I'll throw them in. And what I'll do is I'll throw some shit here to hold Alex back. All right? Because he can't shoot me off. Because it's like, it'll be like, you know, 10 bodies and a captain. If he survives, he'll try and chop a few up. Understandable. I'll be very sad. But if I get rid of enough wardens, he can't kill us all. You know? Ape together strong, I thought in my head. All I needed to do was charge. Now, I had 1 CP. I think I had a free strat on my captain. But I had a 4-inch charge, chat, which is what is important. 4-inch charge for the captain. 4-inch charge for the assault intercessors. Living the dream. I failed all my charges. That's what we're getting to. Okay? I know that's what you want to hear. That's what you want to listen to. I failed all my charges. All right? Which was obviously quite frustrating. Now, Alex was being apologetic. He was being a lovely opponent. I was being a big baby. All right. I was a big baby man face. I was spitting my dummy out and shouting. I wasn't really. I am over exaggerating. But I was quite annoyed. And I was throwing a vindicator away. And I was kind of like, here's some shit you gotta deal with. You can't deal with all this shit and deal with my vindicator. But obviously he could, because then he just fucking just went in. I reactive moved, I think, with the captain or something, just to pull him further away from the wall. Arguably giving custodies more movement when they charge. But also, I was kind of like, well, I'll make you come out. And then, with my captain, or whatever, I use Fight on Death. Here we go. Fight on Death. Alright, he charges me with Trajan and some Wardens. And I'm like, I'm still in the Assault Doctrine. I could trigger Best Day Ever, and I'll still get 10 attacks in combat with Devastating Wounds. It'll be so good. It'll be so good. I rolled like 5 ones to hit, and like 1 wound got through, and a fasting save. You literally can't make it up, chat. Honestly, one of the most unlucky games I've ever had, I think. Where I failed like 3 4-inch charges in a row. Next turn, I failed a bunch of charges as well. I think it was like similar. I can't remember exactly. I think it was like Calgar was trying to charge, and like someone else was trying to get in, and they failed as well. I think it's one of the unluckiest games I've had, and it's hard to say that because it's like, I hate blaming dice to lose games, because dice aren't the problem. The problem is you're in a position where the dice are so important that if you fail it, you fuck it. But it was just like, it was just one of those games that just where everything just went from bad, and then it went from bad to worse, because all I did was give Alex free movement and kill all my shit. So that was super frustrating, because arguably, if dice go average, or dice go slightly above average, I'm in just such a fucking insanely dominant position on arguably one of the best attachments in the game. I think that entire interaction went as badly as it could have done. Yeah, it's just dumb. It was just dumb, and I was so annoyed at that, just like the result, because obviously it was not Alex's fault. I still played it out. I still played 5 turns. I obviously didn't spit my dummy out. I didn't actually spit my dummy out, but I was obviously just a bit frustrated with the situation, because it was just like, nothing's ever a guarantee in Warhammer, because we roll dice, and that's part of the fun of the game, is that we roll dice, and it has the chance of going really well, and it has the chance of doing badly. But it was kind of like I'd set up a lot of good things, and it all just went wrong. Every dice has 6 sides. Suck a fat dick. Every dice does have 6 sides. Jesus Christ. So anyway, I lost to Alex. Next game, I played a lovely lad called Dale. I don't think I have any pictures of that game either. I played a lovely lad called Dale. Now, this is where the drama was. There's a little bit of drama. Someone called me a cheater. I was called a cheat. Now, actually, it was quite funny. It was quite fun. It was a very fun game. Me and Dale had a great time. He was lovely to play. And the thing is with it is, like, I always tell people when I go up to the table, I'm like, I'm here for collab hammer. You know, I want to play like a millimeter perfect game, but I also want us to work together on it. You know? And I had that with every opponent, which was like super sick. It was super cool. We'd have like really, really sweaty Warhammer games, you know? Really sweaty Warhammer games. But we're like having a laugh and a joke, and we're kind of like, yeah, it's fine. You got it. We know where that line is. We've measured it. We know there's a line there. Just get it done. You know what I mean? And we'd like I'd be having these like great games with people, and it kind of felt like, every game was like a proper scrum. You know what I mean? Like a proper tournament game. It felt sick. It felt so good. Yo, Angron, thank you for the gifted. You do owe me another 49. No, absolute pleasure, mate. But yeah, so like every game I go up to my opponent, as I always do, I'm like, yo, I'm a chill dude. Sometimes they know who I am, and I'm like, you see me on the internet or whatever, you see me on videos. I am the same person, but I like to play a game with you, not against you. I want to play the best game possible against you, and I want to be able to beat you at your best. That is my goal. I want you to beat me at my best or me to beat you at your best. So we'd play these like super tight games and it'd be like neck and neck all the way. And we're just like reminding each other. We're not making dumb mistakes where it's like, oh, you only won because of this. And I played Dale and we had this all the way through. All the way through. Until I was at dinner. So as you can see the score, it was 71-68 to me. Okay. Now, I actually got super lucky against Dale and he got very unlucky. He was playing demons and I don't have pictures for reference, but essentially I'll give you the footnotes. He was playing Be'lakor, Scarbrand, Bloodthirster, Great and Clean One, and then some other little units like dogs and stuff like that. And it was Tipping Point, which is like Hammer and Anvil, but with like the extra bit on one side and less on the other. And he deployed everything out of range or everything where I could not get within 18 because Be'lakor's new ability, load up within it. If you're within 6, you get load up 18 on Great and Clean Ones and Bloodthirsters. All right, yeah, whatever. I see how it is. So he deployed everything though I couldn't shoot him, say one, unless I'm shooting like... He basically blocked off a scout move with some blue horrors or something. So I killed those. And then he picked up loads of stuff. He's had all that addition. I don't play Be'lakor that much, but he is good anyway. I haven't played against demons that much, to be fair. Still, the point is, Be'lakor really broken. I thought it was only lesser demons. I thought it'd been updated to all demons. I think the only actual update then was just the Chaos Space Marines. But anyway, point stands. Be'lakor really, really good. Anyway, he moved up the Great and Clean One on the bottom of the table, and he kind of like deep struck Scarbrand and Be'lakor, and then failed all his charges, which was absolutely savage, to be honest. So he failed his charges early, which kind of like left him in the open, and then I kind of had my army across the board because I was obviously like spreading, so he couldn't like deep strike near me and get like easy secondaries. But what was brutal, that he moved his Great and Clean One onto the objective that I had my Lieutenant buff on. And I had in cursors, 1 Vindicator, the Desolators, and a Brutalis. Leave the Great and Clean One, who has 22 wounds, is toughness 13, and he has a 4 upfield of pain from enhancement. I left him on like 4 wounds from shooting 1 Desolator unit, 1 Brutalis, 1 Vindicator, and one Incursor squad to get the +1 to hit. So I was basically hitting him on 2s, and then I was like wounding him with Vindicators without the moment on 2s who rolling 1s. But then the Brutalis was like, some of it was on 4s, some of it was on 5s. The Desolators were on 5s, but I was like just getting so... When I got wounds through, I was rolling like 5 damage. And then when I got the Vindicators, it was like 9 shots. And and then I charged him with Assault Intercessors, mortal wounded him once or twice, and then I chopped him down in combat. And I was just like, I don't know if that should have happened. So all the luck that I had in round 3 had like just gone like essentially hyperbolic time chamber, because the next day I looked at Dale and I was just like, yeah, is that the strongest unit in the game, the hardest unit in the game to kill, and I'm going to take it down in a turn with 3 units. I wasn't planning on killing it. I wasn't planning on taking it down in a turn, but I was kind of like, in my head I was like, I'm going to need 2 turns to deal with this, so I'm going to like try and shoot as much as possible into it, do some damage. If I get really lucky, I've got Assault Intercessors nearby. They can charge, do a couple of wounds, make him down a bit further, maybe bracket him. But I took it down in a turn. It was crazy. And then the next turn, Dale brought down like a Bloodthirster, and he brought down some other stuff, and then failed all his charges again. It was like the unluckiest game I've ever seen. It was like we'd swap places. I was like, bro, you should have seen me yesterday. I was failing 4 his charges. You're doing the same against me. I really appreciate it. And he was lovely. And then we anyway, he won. He lost by 3 points. He ended up doing like a recover assets. I think in the last turn he had a Beast of Nurgle and a Plague Bearer left. That was it. Like just nothing to play with. And then we went out for dinner, and his friend started telling him that we played Scorched Earth wrong, and that you can actually burn an objective and hold it at the same time. And I was convinced you couldn't. And at the dinner table, they convinced me you could. And we'd realised that if Dale had done that, he would lose by 1 point instead of 3. However, I realise you can't. Okay, so the thing is with it is people. Let me have a look. I don't know if it's common. But at the dinner table, let's say at the lunch table, we went to like a restaurant. A lot of people were very convinced that you can score, burn, and hold at the same time on the mission Scorched Earth. Never heard that. No, I agree. I was very confused as well. Because it says, burn objectives. Start with shooting phase, the second battle round onwards. One hit from your army within range of objective markers, not within your deployment zone. It completes at the end of your opponent's next turn or the end of the battle, whichever comes first. If your unit is still in range of the same objective marker, you control that objective marker, and then that objective marker is burned and removed from the battlefield. And because they were saying, because it completes at the end of the battle, whichever comes first, which also is just like a weird one. I think this is where it becomes weird. Because it says, ends the opponent's next turn or the end of the battle. And then if you burn it, you get 10 VP. And then because you score at the end of the turn, when you are a second player, you can hold the objective and score at the end of the turn. And then burn it, because it completes at the end of the battle, and then score 5 or 10 VP on the same objective. Now the question is end of the battle or second... It doesn't say the full... This isn't the full official card, obviously. Or... I don't know where that rule is now for like when the opponent goes second, they score at the end of the game, not the end of the turn. They were trying to say, because it's the primary mission, because there is an FAQ... I've got to try and remember where it is now. There is an FAQ. This is no shade on Dale, by the way. Dale's fucking lovely. I love that man. He was really nice. We had a great game together. But it's just an interesting one. Then check. I don't think it's in here. It's an FAQ, you see. Because essentially there's an FAQ, oh surely it's here, that says when, let me think what it is. It's essentially when you check for scoring, because you used to be able to like hold an objective at the end of the game for like seasons, area denial or whatever, and then pick up and down your unit at the same time, you know? I'm just trying to remember when you check for primary. Is it this one? Or is it the other one? It's like, do all your other missions first, then check for primary. Scoring. No, it doesn't come up. I found it on my phone, but obviously on my phone I don't know where that is. Scoring core rules FAQ. Why would they put primary missions in the core rules? Check or it's just taking ages to load. Here you go. If there are rules that take effect with the same timing as primary and secondary missions are checked for scoring VP, are such rules resolved before or after the primary and secondary missions are checked for scoring VP? It says before. All rules take effect before any primary or secondary missions are checked for scoring VP. Now this card says that the burn objective completes at the end of the battle. But then You burn an objective and you can score 5. But then the holding it is at the end of your turn. What comes first? The end of your turn or the end of the battle? You know? And then does this come into effect for this? For end of the battle? You know? Because the argument at the table, not argument, the conversation at the table was, can you burn an objective going second, turn 5, and hold it at the same time? Because this one is the end of your turn, holding. No? I don't know the order. Do you do this in order? Burn it, then check if you're holding it? But then the argument was, well, it's my turn because it says anytime and then end of command phase. This completes end of battle. But then it's like, what does this mean? But then it's like, but you're talking about primary cards. The end of game burn happens at the end of the game. Yeah, I think maybe I am on the side of believing it now. Because this doesn't end. If it said end of your opponent's next turn or the end of your last turn if you went second, then it would make more sense. But the end of the battle and then the end of the turn are 2 different times. So yeah, Dale could have actually, in our game, instead of doing recover assets, he could have burnt an objective and held it and then scored another 5. So for some reason, even though Games Workshop have kind of said, no, you can't do that, you can still burn and hold an objective at the same time, in inverted commas, for Scorched Earth. Which I think is very stupid. But it also makes going second really strong, even stronger. And I think I went first every game this weekend, I think. Shall I have a look? Let's have a look. First game against Simon, Black Templars, great game. Went first. Against Alistair at Imperial Knights, I went first. Against Alex, I went first. Against the Chaos Demons, I went first. Against Sam with the Space Marines, I went first. Against Phil with Tau, I went first 6 times in a row. No wonder I lost 3. No wonder I lost 3. They all scored 20 points in the last turn. They all scored like 20 points on primary in the last turn, the bastards. Ah, god damn. God damn. Let's look at Alex's final. Oh, look at that. 15 in the last turn. Look at that. God. Anyway, Dale, absolute great game. Game 5. Game 5, I played against Sam. He was also running Ultramarines. Look at this board state. I've got Gulliman in my deployment zone. Not a good time. I was about to say rules intended, but I don't want to get yelled at for it. You're not going to get yelled at for it. I'm agreeing it sounds stupid. Technically, you can. It doesn't sound right. It used to be if you went second, what you could do is score the points for holding. Then, because it's your turn, you can choose for the objective to burn after you scored, thus scoring you the points for burning. But they said no. But then they've also wrote in the rule in the card that you still can. So I think they did say no, and then they've released this new card that currently says yes, you can, which is very funny. But yeah, so anyway, I played Sam round 5. Naz and I were like annoying mosquitoes that game, so I'm sorry. No, I liked it. I liked having the grouping. So as long as you're rooting for me, not Sam. Love Sam. Love Sam. Great game. Sam, who I played, was actually on Winter's SEO a few weeks ago playing Custodes. I recognised him, realised we'd been out drinking together once upon a time. But yeah, he was also on Winter's channel. So this mission was, I think this is Hammer and Anvil again. And this layout is wild. This is no shade, no swat on Goonhammer. Love the Goonhammer guys. This is a Games Workshop recommended layout for Hammer and Anvil. Look at it. I don't know what's going on, bro. What's happening with this? What's happening with this? Why is this objective wide open, man? What's going on? What's happening here? Why is this objective just got one tiny L on it? That's this way. So you just walk over here and you can see everything. You know? Bearing in mind, as I said, you know, like, this is the deploy. No, it's not even that. Like, this is the deployment. Why is my pen so thin? This was the deployment. Something along those lines. So, like, if you deploy here, you just walk this way and see into there. Why are these L's this way? No, SWAT on Goonhammer, this is a Games Workshop layout 6. Why can you just walk there and see into there? Why can you walk here and see into there? Why is the middle one wide open? This layout is crazy. If you're playing Dawn of War, let's change the colour. If you're playing Dawn of War, like here, pretty decent, you know? Still got an open mid-board. But you got a nice home objective here. Well, the Dawn of War objective is in the middle. You need to do something about that. But you move that up a little bit. Like, you've got like quite a lot of cover to play with and dance around. You know, you can go from here to there. You know, you got to dance up a little bit. You can go here. You can counter your opponent going in there. But you are left wide open. Why have you just got 2 ruins to hold the objectives that you can just see? Why is it not at a slight angle so you can actually do something with it? So anyway, I played Sam. He was running Gladius as well. And yeah, he was running 2 Vindicators, 3 Brutalis, a Reaper, an ATV, 1 unit of Looks like they didn't actually put any terrain on those 2 middle rectangles. Doesn't matter, they're in the wrong place. We took the pieces off because the rectangles just had a little bit of ruin on. They're still line of sight blocking, but the footprints are in the wrong place. There's just a kill line straight through here, by the way. And straight through there to the deployment zone. And straight along here. For some reason, they decided this was good for Hammer and Anvil. Search and destroy, you know, think about it. Search and destroy. Actually quite good. Actually quite good. That'd be fine. Got a bit of open midfield. The middle objective is fucked. But why this one Hammer and Anvil? No idea. No idea, bro. Well, anyway, me and Sam were training quite a bit. I think the issue I had is I terraformed here early on with the infiltrators, dragging back. Okay, dragging back. Infiltrators were just like terraforming here because I played terraform, hard mission, especially when you got an objective in the middle. And then he had Marnius in here, banked a 6 on an advance, and then banked an 11-inch charge or something stupid. Straight into the infiltrators and killed them. I was like, yeah, you know what? I can't really stop that, can I? He banked a silly advance and a silly charge, I know that for sure. And took out my objective for primary, and took out my terraform. Now, if I got terraform, I would have scored another 10 points early. Or 8 points, sorry. I scored 2 points every turn on this objective. But he managed to bank a fucking long-ass charge and kill them. I was like, fuck's sake. Which is fine. It was whatever, you know? Big advance put 6 in charge. That was it. Thanks for tuning in, Sam. It was something stupid. Anyway, he just like denied my terraform here. Had Marnius's squad up here then after that. You know, just chilling. I had like double Brutalis here. Like a Vindicator here, which is obviously moved over here. And then I had my own Marnius squad up here. So I had to like counter with my own Marnius. Managed to kill everybody but Marnius himself. And then Samuel was just like, yeah, Vindicator and Brutalis, I'll just kill them because you can't hide in this ruin. Which is very funny. Very funny. It is a bit frustrating, obviously. But Sam was absolute gen. He was really fun to play. And the crazy one, well, it's because I think he brought like the Vindicator, not the Vindicator, the Gladiator here, the Gladiator Reaper, and then like a Brutalis here, and then a Vindicator here, kind of just like shooting the shit. So they shot and killed Marnius. So then I was like, right, okay, Captain from here. This is what I was saying earlier. Okay. Impulsor. Captain advances out to like here. Okay. I oath a Brutalis, not this one, but there's another Brutalis here. I oath a Brutalis here and kill this one. All right. And then I start shooting the Gladiator Reaper with shit. Leave it on 1 wound. All right. And then I think I Desos here, and they shot straight through and killed another Vindicator. No oath, no nothing. They did not give 2 shits. It was like 3 rockets blew up a Vindicator. Because I did the whole thing, Impulsor, Desos inside, ready to get back in behind the wall. So in 1 turn, I managed to kill a Brutalis. In 1 shooting phase, kill a Brutalis, leave a Gladiator Reaper on 1 wound. Because I think I had, I think my Vindicator shot here. I can't remember. And then Brutalis were here. My other Brutalis. So I killed the Brutalis, left a Gladiator Reaper on 1 wound. I was like, that's decent. And then I actually fucking popped a Vindicator, and I was like, hell fucking yeah, dude. This is crazy. And then what I'll do is, with this Captain, I'll charge 8 inches. Because you got Vindicator here, it's not to scale. But essentially, I charge 8 inches, I get 1 guy in combat here. And then I've got like 4 more Marines here, not ignore coherency, it's not to scale. And then my Captain can't make base to the Gladiator Reaper, so he has to kind of go here. And then consolidates and then touches the other guy, and then 1-taps the Vindicator on his own. So I killed both his Vindicators, a Brutalis, and then obviously I chopped at this Gladiator Reaper as well. It just like all in 1 turn. And then it was like, holy shit. This army that I'm playing against outshoots me 10 to 1. Maybe not 10 to 1. Maybe like 3 to 1. I don't know, 2 to 1. Something good, right? And then I just blew up like fucking, 2 Vindicators, so that's nearly 400 points. A Brutalis, definitely 500 points. A Reaper, 660. It was just like, I think I killed like 650 to 700 points in 1 turn with very few assets, which is the main thing, because I'd already lost a bit. So it was just like absolutely wild. And then what happened then was all of this died. This Vindicator kept getting shot and was out of position. Guilliman advanced over here because I had another Vindicator here which took out the Brutalis there. Guilliman advanced here, banked a 7 or 8 inch charge into the wall and popped this Vindicator dead, and then was in my deployment zone, which is obviously great. Great for Sam. And then I just ran out of assets after that. But I was kind of like, if he doesn't make the advance here, Guilliman gets double Vindicated and probably dies. Gets back up, have to tank shock him, but then I lost 1. And then he was kind of like out of position with his Vindicator. This Vindicator couldn't see to do much, and it was a bit short range. So I think the final score was... No, not that one. Bit early. Did I not take a picture of the Sam one? One sec. Where's the... Is it not loaded? The final score with Sam was 80 to 53 to him. He got 40 on primary and 30 cards. I got 16 on primary and 27 on cards. So it's basically just primary denial because he had the lone op lieutenant on the middle. So it's just like the lone op lieutenant was like being kind of annoying. and then he managed to get like some early terraforms, which was a bit shit for me. So obviously he just ramped up. He was scoring 14, 14, 12, and then whatever he's, I don't know if he scored much in the last round or whatever, but that's why I've got him on here. It might have been a higher win. I've got 80 to 53 for some reason. I feel like that's wrong. I'm not sure. It might have been a little bit higher. I feel like it should have been 90. Should it be in the 90s? I might have not done it in my app properly. 90. Yeah, he got 10 points in the last round for the primary. Maxed out primary. I just didn't bother putting it in my phone. So it's 90 to 53. Sorry, ignore me. But yeah, so he just got a bunch of primary, and I just didn't. I did this basically the same on secondaries. I was only 3 points behind on secondaries. It was just primary that he fucked me on because I only got 16. So yeah, he terraformed here early. He had the captain with Gravis armor with the enhancement. I was like, that's actually really cool. There are Gravis captain that halves all damage on his own with a 2-up armor save and a 5-up feel no pain. I was a bit like, that's actually pretty beast. So this was just a masterclass in just going, you know what? Gladius is good with units, but Gladius is better with more tanks. Which is hilarious. So it was actually great. Sam was really lovely. Again, we played like a super sweaty, tight tournament. They're not even like tournament practice, but like a proper tight tournament game. We were both having a laugh and having a good time, and it was a really, really fun game. I really enjoyed it. And again, that's what I love about like whenever I go to a table, I'm kind of like, I want to play a really competitive game, but I want us to work together so we don't cock up. I enjoy losing those games. I don't mind losing games if I'm having a great time and we're having like a close game and we're both trying to like make sure we're both playing together and playing our best together. They're the best games, honestly. I just love that. I don't want to go to a table where my opponent's like being silent and just waiting for me to, like, I don't know, move a model by accident and be like, right, okay, I'm going to overwatch him. And it's like, oh no, I just knocked him over. It's like, now you moved him. You know, I don't want that attitude at the table because I'm playing with toy soldiers in a students' union and there's a bar behind me. I want to have a good time and I want to like get on with my opponents. And I'll be honest, I had 6 great games of it. And shout out to Goonhammer for like making a fantastic environment, running a fantastic tournament, having like nice terrain. Don't like this layout, but that's by the by. Having nice terrain by Bandua. Love Bandua, great company. And it's just like having good vibes and having a good atmosphere at a tournament makes playing good games but easier. I think having negative vibes, you know, just like negative vibes, not much sense of like community at a tournament. It kind of like creates, it makes it easy for people to be twats, essentially. That's what I'm trying to say. And I hate it. And that's why I don't like playing certain types of events, you know. I like playing like events where I feel like I can have a conversation with my opponent, and we can kind of have that thing at the start, and then we can work out how to play our best together. Not make decisions for each other, but also not let each other make stupid decisions, you know? Like walking in front of something with a massive flamer with Overwatch, you know? Just little stuff like that. Because you forget sometimes, you know? It's easy to forget. So, anyway, 6th round. I play, obviously, it's when it's 6th round, I've already lost 3 or lost 2 or something. So events like Hellstorm events, those are pretty cool and welcoming. Well, that's my plan. I suppose play shopping chat. That's what I aim for. You know, I want people to come in and have a good time and have that cool vibe. But last game I played against Phil. Now Phil's actually been on the stream a few times because he brought a Revenant Titan to one Goonhammer event that we streamed a couple. Like, it wasn't the last one. I think it was the one before. He had a Revenant Titan on the board, and then another time we had him on stream, he had like a crazy army. And then he said to me at the beginning of the event, "I was like, I want to play you," and I was like, "That would be fun." And then we drew each other in the last round, which was like so cool. I was just like, "Yeah, Phil, you're a legend." And we had a tight game. Which is good fun. It's Burden of Trust. It's not my favourite mission. I absolutely got walloped on primary, but also it's last game. I've already lost 2. What am I fighting for? A 4-2? No, I'm going to have a nice time with my opponent, and we're just going to throw some dice. I'm not going to think too hard. And we had a great game. I only lost by 10 points, but I'm not like, oh, I should have won. I could have done this. I could have done that. I was having a nice time with my opponent in the last game because, like, if I'm not fighting for a 5-1, you know, I've already lost 2. What am I fighting for? A 4-2? I get a 60% win rate instead of a 50% win rate? I don't give 2 shits at that point. But I had a great time. You know, we basically matched each other on secondaries. It was just primary was a tough one. And he had, the fun thing was he was playing Tau, he was playing Kion. He had fucking 2 Riptides, loads of Crisis teams, and a Tiger Shark. And I was just like, that Tiger Shark is so stupid. It's going to rapid ingress in my turn. I'm not going to be able to shoot it because I'm either not going to be able to see it or my unit's going to be looking at Riptides. It's just going to blow up half my army. And you'll never guess what it did. It blew up half my army. However, in response, no oath of moment, no buffs on it. I shot it with a couple of Desolators again. And then he moved it. He only had 3 wounds. I overwatched it and killed it in Overwatch. Which is very funny. Very, very funny. Desolators are cracked. It doesn't even matter about the indirect. Just put them in the impulsor and lock it with a rocket battery. Honestly, the way the second impulsor I was running, I honestly think I could probably just put missiles on it and make it insanely good missile shoot, like a missile rack, essentially, with the Desos on one side and the missile launcher on the other. I'd missed the 5-up in run, but it felt like every game, the second one, because one would go out and hold an objective early that had the curses in, and then if it survived, it would pull back and do Desolator things. But most of the time, the one that had the captain in would like get empty, so I'd use that for Desolators. Maybe the one with the captain has missiles. Maybe. Deso's cracked. Lol, not at 200. They are cracked. They are so good. So there you go. I've overrun a little bit. I said I was going to do a quick Goonhammer roundup. I ended up doing more than a long roundup. But I had a great time. Great event. I think they're running another one in September, so I'd recommend you going. 6 great opponents, 6 great games. And I just had the best time. I'm just absolutely shattered today. And the problem is no matter what tournament you go to, even mine, they're loud, so my voice is fucked. And I'm absolutely bollocks, you know? I'm absolutely shattered. So it was really great. Me and Andy had a great time. Me and Andy Tech Dad stayed together, which was cool. So maybe if you want to come along when we go to the next one, make sure you join the Discord if you haven't already, especially Discord in chat, and get in and come and say hi, and then maybe we can get along together. And yeah, shout out to the Goonhammer guys running a great event. And finally, it'd be rude not to mention Jamartin, who actually gave me the ticket to go play because he couldn't make it. So great event, great vibes all around, and yeah, it was quite funny. I went 3-3, arguably average, and but I also played the guy who won the event and the guy who came 3rd. So I'll get him next time. I'll get him next time. But from me, that's it for today. Thanks so much for hanging out. Don't buy any Orc Looters or Flash Kits. They're hopefully going to get nerfed in a week, and hopefully I'll catch you on Wednesday. Appreciate you all. I'm going to go now. Goodbye now. I'm going to go chill. My voice is fucked. It's so bad. I've been talking for nearly 3 hours. Love you all. Thanks for the memberships. Thanks for the primes. And I'll catch you next time. ! Discord. Make sure you get in there. Love you all.